Hello guys, today in this video we are going to help you to find out the best rechargeable headlamps in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review, and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 10. Vitalite Headlamp 425. While a few companies are streamlining their headlamps with the battery in the back and just the light in the front, Vitalite took this design to another level by also making the light incredibly thin, balancing the weight. It gives the front a slim profile and makes for a steady beam when running. This model has great proximity lighting for hiking, and it's comfortable to wear. The battery lasted 6 hours in the burn time test. The stability and various brightness levels makes the Vitalite 425 ideal for night hiking. I love that you can dim the red light to preserve your night vision. Overall, it's less packable thanks to the cord and 2 units on the band. I appreciate that BioLite is doing something unique with the design, but the light is difficult to tilt because it's so skinny, and it'd be almost impossible with gloves on. You also have to cycle through all of the settings to turn this headlamp off, which means you're subjected to the strobe feature every time. Number 9. Headlamp 11. If money is no object, the best headlamp we tested this year was the Headlamp 11, $160. Why doesn't it win overall? Well, it costs $180 and is simply overkill for many users. It's also a little complicated, with the ability to link to your smartphone via an app. While that isn't a negative, it's a bit unnecessary for most people. So with those caveats out of the way, wow, the Headlamp 11 is amazing. It far outpowers the rest of the best headlamps with 1000 lumens, reaching an incredible 320 meters into the darkness. And it does this with a simple, single-button user interface we loved in testing. But it does a whole lot more. First, this headlamp uses reactive technology. That means it turns itself way down if you're near objects and don't need the full blast of the 1000 lumen cannon. You can watch it work as you move around, providing the just right amount of light for the situation. Number 8. WP830R. Packing an IP68 rating, an easy user interface even with gloved hands, and solid overall performance, the WP830R is a great all-around headlamp. But where it really shines is in its durability and easy-to-use simplicity. Gear Junkie editor Sean McCoy tested WP830R during a long autumn of elk and deer hunting in Colorado. Overall, Sean is very impressed with the user interface. It was my go-to headlamp during early mornings in camp and late nights on the trail. I used it in rain, snow, and cold conditions. And through it all, I really appreciated the wonderful simplicity of the single button. Just press it once and the light turns on. Press it again to cycle through modes. It's that simple. And accessing a red light, which is useful both in camp and while hiking to and from hunting spots, is super easy with a double tap. While it is a little heavy, the WP830R is really tough. It can handle water submersion up to 5 meters, which is way beyond most headlamps. That's due to screw-down closures fitted with O-rings. These protect both the removable ZX800 and 50 rechargeable battery, included, and in-light USB-C charging port. Number 7. Fenix M50 RV2. The M50 RV2, $60, is a crazy powerful headlamp for its size. It weighs just 2.75 ounces, yet punches out a whopping 700 lumens on turbo mode, 400 on high. And it can run a long time even with its tiny battery, 3 hours on high or 48 on low. The user experience is wonderfully simple. There is a single button on the side. It's easy to find. Push it once to turn it on. Push again to increase power. Repeat for more. Push and hold for red. Push and long hold to lock. Easy peasy. The only negative compared with the Black Diamond Spot 400R is that the Fenix died early during our runtime test, turning off after about 7 hours after being started on high mode. But in fairness, it shined bright during the test until it shut down. We've experienced great longevity in real-world applications so far. Number 6. Petzl Active Core. When you want a headlamp that just works simply with plenty of power for the vast majority of outdoor uses, the Petzl Active Core, $69, is hard to beat. And while it performs as well as most of the lights on this list, it wonderfully can use multiple battery types, triple A batteries, or the included Petzl Core rechargeable battery. Let's start out with the thing you'll notice, the user interface. It has a single button on top. Press it once to turn it on. Push it again to increase to full brightness. Press and hold for a red light. It couldn't be much simpler. We tested the power and light quality of the Actic Core while camping in the Colorado Rocky Mountains this spring. It offers a nice, even light at close range. Its long-range power is middle of the pack. Several other models have better range. And other lights, particularly the Phoenix models, have much better color rendering, meaning you see color better under their light. Number 5. Petzl Bindi Ultralight Headlamp. This well-loved and super light headlamp is a solid option for those sick of bulky headbands and heavy lights. At 1.2 ounces, the Petzl Bindi, $44, is crazy minimal. And it still boasts fair runtime and decent lumens in comparison to everything else on this list. The adjustable drawstring band is minimalistic, and it can easily go over your head, hat, or hood. It boasts a 4.7-star rating on Amazon, and the fast adjustment is a huge bonus. Folks love this for search and rescue, running, camping, and anything where a minimal approach is needed. The tilt is highly adjustable, and the cord itself is reflective for safety. Now for the negatives. The Bindi, while a functional headlamp, is not powerful. At 200 lumens, it has just enough light to comfortably walk on a rough trail. It'll do the job around camp, but just barely. And with a very small battery, you only get 2 hours of runtime at 200 lumens. On low, the Bindi's lighting is very minimal. Number 4. BioLite 325 Headlamp. The BioLite 325 $50 is a paradigm-shifting headlamp due to its incredibly comfortable headband. This 325 lumen model replaced a previous 330 lumen model in the BioLite lineup, and it was a major improvement because the 325 packs almost as much power, but has a much smaller battery and less weight. While our previous choice was hotly contested by the Gurjunki crew, the BioLite 325 is a much more broadly loved headlamp. Thanks to re-engineering to put the battery in the front, as well as better button configuration, the BioLite 325 is an excellent choice for many situations, so long as you don't need huge power or runtime. One headlamp for sitting around the campsite. This might be the best on the market, and it's so comfortable you'll never rush to take it off. Number 3. Coast FL85R. If one of our editors had their pick for the best headlamp, it would be the Coast FL85R, $63. What do they love about this big burly beast of a lamp? First, it's got giant buttons for bigger hands that have trouble with smaller buttons, and this makes it much easier to operate while wearing gloves. You can use these to easily flip from white to red light, as well as change the power of your light. Second, you can either use the rechargeable battery pack or switch batteries out for alkaline. This is a nice feature, especially if you forget to recharge things on the regular. It's also easy to move from floodlight to spotlight with a simple turn of the dial on the lamp. There are several cons to this headlamp. First, the runtime, even on the low light setting, is extremely short at under 9 hours. So, you'll probably want to pack those extra alkaline batteries. Number 2. Petzl Techina. The Petzl Techina headlamp, $25, is just that, a headlamp. It's not intensely bright, nor does it have a red light. But for $25, you get a decent headlamp that runs on batteries. You can also purchase 1,250 mAh Cori rechargeable batteries for this lamp if you're looking to be more eco-conscious. The Techina is fairly lightweight, and it has a high runtime in low light mode. It offers a low, medium, and bright type of light that easily adjusts via one button. This headlamp easily fits into our highest model of efficiency while managing to be at or under $20. The only downside is it doesn't come with a rechargeable battery. As with most budget lights, you'll wind up spending more money over time as you buy more and more batteries. But for those looking to avoid a big hit to the wallet, it'll get the job done on a $20 bill. Number 1. Black Diamond Spot 400R. The Spot 400R, $65, has been around for years and has gone through good and bad iterations. But with the most recent refresh, Black Diamond gave us a small, powerful, and effective headlamp that makes it the best all-around headlamp. We've had this model in testing for 2 years now, and it's become my go-to favorite. It's also proven itself very durable and capable in rough weather. At 400 lumens max output, the spotlight clearly lights objects out to 100 meters. While there are much more powerful headlamps on the market, and a few listed here, this is plenty of power for the vast majority of uses. The user interface of this light is wonderfully simple and intuitive. It has two buttons. One turns it on and off. The other scrolls through settings of spot, proximity, red, and strobe. Hold the button to dim or brighten. It's a simple, easy-to-learn method that works even with thin gloves.